Okay, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
It's some dumb guy with some dumb buys. I've got stuff, I've got things. I might have some excitement that will be up for you to judge. Say hi to Sugar. Anyway, I got a whole random assortment of stuff as you saw in my thumbnail. Are you ready for another unboxeloping? You okay, Sugars? You ready, cheese? Lastly, new stuff, deep discount. Sharing the love on the new titles, because it's something I want to go into more detail in the very near future. I've got a plan, something dedicated, so I'm not overly dragging out these damn unboxeloping videos of mine. What do we got here? What do we have here? I was nervous about buying this one because this one actually comes from Olive Films, and Olive has about the same, if not worse, reputation as Mill Creek as far as their production. But I looked this title up on Blu-ray.com, and it's actually reviewed both video and audio quality pretty solid. Originally a Paramount title from 1952, colored 129 minutes. Most of you will probably recognize this title, and one that I was happy to add to my collection. Interesting artwork. This is The Quiet Man with John Wayne, Maureen O'Hara, and Barry Fitzgerald, and Ward Bond and Victor McLaughlin. If memory serves, and I'd really have to refresh that, a scene from this film is what is featured in an epic clip from E.T., or I should say a clip from this film is featured in an epic scene during E.T. I'm not 100% sure that's the right one, though, but I think, because I've never seen it. All these might be blind buys out of here as well from deep discount. We'll see. Starring Frank Sinatra, Edward G. Robinson, Eleanor Parker, 1959, color at 129 minutes. This is my next Frank Capra entry in the library. We have Hole in the Head, or A Hole in the Head. A Hole. A Hole in the Head. You freaking asshead. So, A Hole in the Head, starring Frank Sinatra. This will only be the second film of Frank Sinatra's I have ever seen. The first being Ocean's 11, which I might have liked if I didn't have the George Clooney version already up here. Although not a remake, because the stories have nothing in common other than the title can take place in Las Vegas. I found it to be a completely inferior storyline across the board. Who cares about the cast? Blind buy time. So now I'm seeing down here they're not all blind buys, but this one will be. What we got? 1939, 99 minutes in black and white. This is a Cohen Film Collection release, which predominantly come from Kino Lorber, as far as I'm aware, but I never saw this on their site, and I believe I looked for it. Found it on Walmart, found it on a couple other spots, but it was somewhat pricey, and I just happened to stumble across it accidentally on deep discount. I think I just might have done a general Alfred Hitchcock search to compare what was available between them and Amazon, and came across this one. And I'm like, okay, it's time, better price. That's why I'm always trying to give them more of my attention. But we have Alfred Hitchcock's Jamaica Inn, starring Charles Lawton and, hey, once again, Maureen O'Hara, who is building a presence in my library. Good for you, Maureen. Lovely lady. Again, no, nothing. Don't care. It's Alfred Hitchcock. And it's Frank Capra. And I'm always happy to buy into my collection and expand my availability of their films to completion as best as I can. Okay, this one I have seen before, and when it was relatively new. It's a 2001 film, so I probably would have seen it 2002 or later because I didn't see it in the theater. This is a World War II film. Joseph Fiennes, Jude Law, Rachel Weisz, Bob Hoskins, and Ed Harris. I remember this being pretty solid. I think we're going to rewatch soon and confirm Enemy at the Gates. It better be solid with that kind of cast. I don't really remember anything about it. And I do remember having trouble hearing it. Now, it just could have been the scenario in which I was watching it, but hopefully this Blu-ray release, 2001, colored 130 minutes. Ooh, 2 hour, 10-minute movie. Good. 1942, Germany-ish. Germany? Russia. Oh, so Nazis cutting through Russia. So this is a Russian-based World War II film. Very cool. Back to the blind buy. And this will complete a trilogy of sorts. This one comes from Scream Factory, 1979, 107 minutes. This is starring Klaus Kinski, Isabelle Adjani, and Bruno Ganz, a Werner Herzog film. This is the second incarnation of Nosferatu. This is Nosferatu the Vampire. Eventually, I'll get the newest version. The 4K comes down to an affordable price. And I will do a Nosferatu marathon, go through all 3 films, compare and contrast the pros and cons of each. This one. Next up is a blind buy. This may complete a quote-unquote unofficial franchise for me, if I'm not mistaken. It's a 2,099 minutes starring Samuel L. Jackson, featuring the late great Richard Roundtree. And, ooh, wow, that far back, and it's got it's got Vanessa Williams in it. Does it say Christian Bale? Busta Rhymes, Toni Collette, Jeffrey Wright. Didn't realize he'd been around quite this long. I'd never seen him in anything prior to Casino Royale. But this one is I think this is the first shaft of Samuel L. Jackson. I think he had 2 of them. I have the other. Haven't watched it yet. I wanted to get the complete series together. There's Jeffrey Wright right there. Wanted to get the complete series together. Yeah, there's Christian Bale. And then go through them in order. It's possible I'm missing Shaft in Africa. I'm not entirely sure, but I am. I shall have to rectify that. I think my only 4K of the lot here with slipcover. Oh, look at that hair. Mr. Wow. Kevin Bacon, ladies and gentlemen. 4K, brand new slipcover. We have. Come on, get Footloose. Yeah, look at that hair. Ah, the 80s. Focus on the hair. There it is. The hair. Poosh. I don't know if I've ever seen Footloose in its totality before. What? Blur. There we go. It's possible. 40th anniversary. It is possible that the only time I've seen this was stumbling across it on network TV back in the day. It's from 1984, 107 minutes. I didn't realize it went back that far. So yeah, it's pretty confident I've never seen the whole thing all the way through, and just excerpts on it TV when I encounter it, and that might have been once, it might have been more than once, I don't know. Whatever. Last of the Mohicans. No, I keep telling you, that's not the title. No more Mohicans after this. Back to DVD, because I believe this was the only option, and it was very cost effective to buy this in a 2-pack as compared to individually after I did some hunting. I don't know exactly what made this timely for me to buy, but I sought it out. And it is a double feature of the Blue Lagoon and the Return to the Blue Lagoon. Return to the Blue Lagoon, yes. Here we go. I saw this one in the theater back in, it's probably about 91. We'll see if there's any dates of release. I think the first one was in the 80s. I know there's been several incarnations of this particular story, and I don't know if they're all supposed to kind of intertwine with each other historically or what. It's a busy island if that's the case. I think there's like 4 different films of it, but let's see. The Blue Lagoon, that one be starring Brooke Shields and Christopher Atkins from, I think it says 1980, but that is some damn small print, and it's white on a light blue background, so not the best contrast. That one is 105 minutes. Return to the Blue Lagoon, 1991. Hey, me, I was right. 102 minutes. So the Blue Lagoon is a widescreen, anamorphic. Return to the Blue Lagoon is full screen. Boo! Why would you do that? You know, we really should have gotten over this whole... Yeah, it's probably an older release, I get it, but we should have gotten over the whole full screen thing a long time ago with film releases. And if you're going to put one of them in widescreen, which is what it was filmed in, both of them, and put the widescreen on the DVD, then it only stands to reason you do the same with the second film. We're done. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you all being here. What do you think of my purchases? What have you purchased, if anything, recently to add to your glorious library? Now, this is really underrepresentative of what I have, but whatever. $4. Use it, fill it, love it. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Alan.